Howdy, everybody. Welcome to Step into the Portal for this dinner edition. I'm always finding different times to play, figuring out when people are watching and whatnot. And I am joined by Nick, who I think is over here. On my screen, Nick is over here. So we're playing the Brady Bunch thing up here, down here. Nick has a channel, cnspartan, or just Spartan, right?
cnspartan.
And I put a link in the chat. I was good this time. I haven't done that when I've had other people on. But I put a link to Nick's channel. But ironically, Nick and I live like 20-something minutes from each other in Connecticut. And we've played at the Portal. And our plan all along was to stream at the Portal. And then I went and got sick. And then I got better. And then I went and did 10 billion things with my kids and totally started feeling sick again. And I have a trip to Philadelphia the end of the week for PAX Unplugged. So I was like, Nick, I'm not going out of my house because I'm just trying to rest as much as I can so that I'm not sick, because there's nothing worse than traveling sick. That's the worst. So how are you, Nick?
I'm pretty good. I feel like this works better because now I can wear my ugly sweater if we do it before Christmas.
Oh, that's I really hope we get it in. We're gonna make it work. It's gonna work out. So we'll find to do that. Hello to Brian from Brian's Basement. Hello to Rodriguez from France. Wow, you're up late. Actually, I guess it's kind of like late, but not super late, right? What are they, 6 hours ahead? So it's like 10:30. That's actually probably a good time, like throw on some champions before you go to bed or whatever, right? Brian knows the Spartan. There you go.
I have yet to play with Brian. I think that would be a fun one.
Now we got to make that happen, too. All right. You wanted to fight some Mojo, huh?
Yeah, I've only played him once, and that was with my wife. So I'm pretty sure I've done everything wrong.
Do you have some threat markers handy?
I do.
Good, because you're going to have to put threat on your characters and everything. So 23, 30. So you're... Oh, that's 6 hours ahead. I said 6 hours and then I did bad math. So
it's almost midnight.
Makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, Brian's up for playing with you sometime too. So hello, everybody. We're going to play some champions. I'm going to play Nova, who, here's the dirty secret for me with Nova, is I got the Nova pack in. I did a stream with Nova's, with Nova and Ironheart, if I remember correctly, with their pre-cons. Flew out to Con of Heroes, played Nova, I think, twice at Con of Heroes with a deck I built, and I've never played Nova since Con of Heroes. There's very few heroes that I've played very few times, but Nova's one of them. So I was like, all right, I'm making a Nova deck. Brian and Steve helped me a little bit.
This will be interesting because I think both characters kind of want to be the person that does things. Like, this is the one that finishes off minions, and this one finishes threat. So if you get that one card, Unleash the Nova Force, I think it could be pretty interesting. Hopefully I can set you up for it.
I just realized that I left the standard set downstairs, so I'm going to have to make the epic run. So we'll get this set up and going, and then I will run and do that while you entertain the audience. It'll take me 60 seconds, so shouldn't be too bad. It looks like I need more light, which is rare. Usually I have too much light. Oh, that looks much better. All right. Cool. Nick, why don't you roll a ceremonial die for us? We need 3 of these sets. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
All right. Do you have the first one? 4.
That is a 4?
Yes.
Yep. A game of Mojos is our first one. Done.
Probably would have been easier if I just took 3 dice. Nope. 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll take this one. Mojo in the middle. The sitcom one. The fantasy one.
It fell on 2.
1, 2. And Wild Mojo will be our other one. Actually, I think these ones I can keep together. So actually, I think these are some of the tougher ones that we just did not use here.
That's
all right. So if I remember correctly, we're going to choose one set aside encounter, which we'll just choose our first one. We'll put that show environment into play, and we'll shuffle the remainder. We're going to put Longshot in as well. I know he's kind of a silent, but he fits so well here. So I know it kind of makes it quote unquote easier, but whatevs, you know?
Yeah. So while you're doing that, I will be playing with Justice. I'll grab my long shot in the off chance that. Is there any other cards that might come up in my deck?
The only other thing I have in my deck to put on you is a combat training.
Okay.
So if you had one of those handy, otherwise you could throw a red chip or something on your character.
But nothing from the Mojo in particular. It doesn't matter if it comes
no,
up.
there's nothing in there's nothing on Mojo otherwise. So, but our player hand size is R+1, which is going to give us quite an advantage out of the gate here. The wheel of genres is on spinning, and I'm going to make the quick run downstairs to grab the standard set. Hold on. No, I did build my deck downstairs, so I'll be back. Entertain the people.
Hello, peoples. All right. Any questions? Has anyone seen my channel? I guess. For anyone that has heard, tomorrow I'm going to be unboxing the Heroes of Barcadia live. I'm definitely have to redo this a little bit, but this is a game that I've been waiting on for a while. I'm pretty excited about it because it mixes my two favorite hobbies, board gaming and home brewing. So I think it works out perfectly. By pure chance, Brian. That's how I built my deck. So I definitely wanted to add as many of the attack events as possible. So I've got Concussive Blow. I did throw a Crisis Averted one way or another. And what was the other one? Overwatch, I believe. Yeah, I did have Overwatch. I think for most of these cards, though, I only added 2 copies. Again, Wolverine, it's pretty important that he has his that he has events. So if he doesn't have those, pretty much it's like building a Cyclops deck that can't, doesn't have any allies, I guess. So any other questions or cool. It looks like Brandt's back.
Sorry.
Sorry.
That was lame of me. I did actually just watch, I won't spoil, I did watch the Guardians holiday special finally.
We haven't, because again, we were at a I do have stealth strikes. We were out at a beach house, and I guess we all forgot fire sticks and all that stuff, which I mean, it wasn't the end of the world. We were still able to enjoy. It was really nice being unplugged, really.
Sure. Yeah. No, it makes sense.
And I absolutely love being at Nag's Head and flying those kites.
Right. Yeah, the one thing I heard, you had the concussive blows. It's just tricky because it's hard to get the kicker if you use his ability, although it allows you to play concussive blow, use the kicker with your regular cards, and then lunging strike for free, right? Yeah. So I always say you don't want more than one attack event, but it's not terrible. You can use your hand to play one attack event and use your claws to play the other, right?
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking.
So it's not so bad.
But I also wanted options
on that front. And Stealth Strike, yeah, it can be really good.
I did need to grab that one card.
Did they ever print Honorary Champion? I don't think they made that card, no. Especially with Go for Champions. All right, I am Aggression Nova. So this is playing the Hone Technique deck where I just filled it Hone Technique and no quarter, and I have only aggression cards in here, so I'm just gonna play no quarter. Hopefully there'll be minions. Actually missed which sets we didn't put in. We put sets. We put the sets without minions, I think, because this one is 4. That didn't go in. This one doesn't have any, so we do have 1 with the several minions, and this one has 5. So we have 3 and 2, and there's 2. So there's 7 minions in the deck, which isn't a ton. So this might be a little bit tricky, but we will try to make it work. All right, we are drawing up if you are ready.
This is going to be weird. I'm going to have so much free space. I'm gonna do one last.
Your hand size is +1 here, which is nice. He does start with 20 threat on the main scheme. And when you flip over, you have to put threat on here that's on your character. At the end of every turn, when you're in hero form, we discard 3 cards and you gain threat equal to the number of non-Mojo cards. Yeah, so this drop kick actually probably doesn't make sense because I guess I could make it do 7 damage, or I can make it deal 4 damage, stun, and draw a card. So it kind of gives it options with hone technique. But I really want to get my hone technique into play, and this is going to play my helmet. And I probably would play martial prowess at that point. So that'll be pretty good build to get started.
So concussive blow and scare tactic both showed up.
There you go.
That feels like it's too hard to pass up.
Layer on some damage. You are first.
All right. Well, I'm gonna just keep the hand. So I will find my claws.
Thanks everybody for joining us. If you have questions or comments or other things, that's why we play live. So ask away. If you haven't had a chance to see Mojo or see Mojo in a 2-player game, this is a good opportunity. I have a heater next to me that I'm going to turn off because I'm sweating now. It's not that cold anymore.
Let's see. All right. So I don't have any threat on me now, right?
No threat to start. Nope, it's the end of your turn that I'll discard cards.
Okay. So I'll start off by exhausting Wolverine's claws and doing the concussive blow. So he's confused.
Okay. Nope, you can't use the claws if you're going to do it. Because concussive blow has a kicker. You have to pay a punch.
Oh, I see what you're saying. But you still confuse him though, right? It's just not worth it.
I think you don't confuse him. Doesn't it say if you paid for this card using a punch resource, he's confused?
No, it just says confuse an enemy, and then if you paid with it.
Oh, it doesn't deal damage.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you want to just confuse him with the claws, you could do that.
Yeah, we'll do it. I'll pay for a concussive blow with Angel, Professor X, and let's go regenerative healing. I guess it doesn't matter. Then I'll use Skilled Investigator to hit him for another 3 with Scare Tactic.
Okay.
So that's 6. And then I'll exhaust
26.
Wolverine's claws to play Slice and Dice.
Okay. 23 and 20.
And
what
then
are you at? 7 health then?
I guess I will attack him for 2 then. Or what? I guess I could thwart for 2.
Yeah, I think that makes more sense. All right. And he stays confused with Scare Tactic, right? It doesn't remove it. It just says deal 3 damage to a confused enemy.
Yes.
All right.
So if you wanted to stay down, if you didn't get anything.
Yeah, actually, it's not a terrible idea. All right. So then at the end of the turn, he's going to discard 3 cards. Mojo, Standard, and Fantasy, and I believe it's for each card that does not belong. So there's 2 threat put on your character. I guess I can actually just do it. I can do the threat. It's not an issue.
Okay.
Steve says you could play the Professor to confuse him instead of the attack event.
You think that's better?
He would thwart for 3. You wouldn't deal 3 damage, right? It depends on if you want.
So he would heal for 3, but now I have someone to block for me.
All right. So 3 less damage, and then he'll thwart for 3.
Yeah, that too.
All right. I will use my aggressive energy to go get my helmet and I put it into play. I think that's the only issue. If I stay down, I don't have my helmet to use as a resource. But since he is confused, I can use these two. I can put Hone Technique into play. And then I could just put Fluid Motion instead of Martial Prowess. Sure. And I'll stay down for a turn. All right. Draw up. We get +1 hand size again. Man, I didn't get that World Mine card. Hey, Eric.
That's 6, right? We'll get the extra card.
Yes, it's not a hero resource. I don't know what he's saying. You get 6 cards. Yep.
He was talking about your helmet.
Yeah, but it says hero resource on it. So,
Oh.
All right. So, got 2 threat on you. He's going to place 2 threat on there to go to 17. And then he is attacking you for 1.
I guess I'll have Charles take it.
Okay. Plus long shot is 0. He's still around. All right. And then he is scheming against me, but he's confused. So that doesn't happen. I didn't end in that form. Just trying to remember this fight. I've only done it twice, I think. Got on everything here, right? Show environment, +1 hand size. Yep, we're good. All right. Your card is a dragon with 20 health. Take him down.
Easy to.
And I get advance. So he is going to scheme for 2 +2. Oh, there should have been +1 boost. So Xavier is out. Not that it really matters, but so that's going to be 5 more threat. This goes to 22. I missed the boost icon here. All right, pass this to me. Are we working on that dragon?
What's his health at? Like 20?
20? I mean, I can dive bomb him for whatever it ends up being, 11, right?
I get to heal too, forgot.
I will flip up. Then I'm just trying to figure out. I can put my follow through down. But I don't think that makes sense right now if we're going after that dragon. So instead, I can I believe I could do this. I believe I can attack with Nova, then respond, play pitch back, which deals 4 damage, and then respond with after you use your basic power, which is what this is, after I attack, ready your helmet. So that'll get 4, actually 5 damage on him. And then I can do this to give myself +1 attack. And then I can do a pot shot to hit him for another 4. And I can dive bomb him. The end of the fray will deal 9. The dive bomb will kill him. So I guess I'll dive bomb him.
Nice.
Maybe I'll hold this double resource and just use these 4.
Because I totally had a crappy hand.
I'll dive bomb him for 11, which kills him. And then you get to draw 4 cards. And then I deal 5 damage to him. Well, that came in handy right off the bat. And then I got Miss Marvel to play, or I could give you your combat training. I'll give you combat training.
Oh,
and I'll just hold. I'll hold these cards.
Please tell me I didn't just. Okay, there it is.
Because then I can force field projection to block for myself. I forgot he has that block card. That's pretty good. I am done, so I discard 3. 1, 2, 3, and they are all from the Mojo set, so I get no threat. Your turn. Don't forget to heal 2.
I did already. It says Mojo takes 5 plus 1 hand size, so that's useful. Where are we at? We're at 22, 23 for a threat.
Yeah. Threat is at 22. Oh, Mojo did take 5. Okay, yeah. I got it.
I mean, I think I should use Power of Justice. I don't know. You want to put Overwatch on there?
Sure.
All right. So we'll put Overwatch on the main scheme. And I use Concussive Blow and Power of Justice to pay for Crisis Averted.
Okay.
So I get
remove
rid
6.
of 6.
Perfect.
I'm gonna use Scare Tactic, Stealth Strike, and Euphoria. I'm probably getting that mixed up. Utopia. I'm from Virginia, and there is a Euphoria, and everyone knows that you make sure you drive the speed limit there, otherwise you're getting a ticket.
Euphoria is spelled Utopia.
I don't know. I'm horrible with reading. I went to public schools. That's at least my joke I always say.
Gotcha.
So,
I mean, I teach math, so I guess it's okay.
I went to public schools in the South. Is that better?
Sure.
I don't think there's really anything else I can do card wise, so I guess I could just attack.
What is you have Colossus there?
Colossus,
you're 1 resource short.
Yeah.
So keep some of your other cards. What you had Scare Tactic, which doesn't work.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I could have done Stealth Strike, but I'm only going to do 4 damage for 3 damage to me.
Yeah, no, that's not a big deal. Okay. Yeah, I was just thinking if there's another card you could build or something that you got rid of. You got rid of Scare Tactic, Stealth Strike, and what else?
I mean, the Euphoria.
Oh yeah, well hold that instead. Get rid of your I got better. And then you can use Colossus in the X-Jet unless you're hoping for a fastball special. That's always the trick, right?
I don't have fastball special.
Oh, there you go. Then yeah, you don't have Colossus.
I don't trust it.
I have not done a lot of them.
Yeah. No. The only way that's happening is if I'm playing with someone who is a Colossus.
Yeah, it makes more sense. Nice. There you go.
All right, so I can do we want more thwart?
I don't think so. I think you can swing.
All right, I'll do 3 damage then.
I think he's going to go down pretty fast, actually.
What were you saying about? Oh, never mind. I'm not going to say it. Ooh, lunging strike.
I know your dinner's sitting next to you, right? And I was like, oh, I didn't eat before. But then we were talking about how long will this take, and now it's like, boy, we could be done in 20 minutes.
I actually got both lunging strikes
with the damage we're putting out here. So. Don't forget you have +1 hand size. Connection to the world mind doesn't count. So I have another hand size. Wow, this is a ridiculous hand. This is impressive. All right, 2 threat goes on. He is attacking me, and I'm going to play Force Field Projection. I'm just trying to remember when I play it. When a friendly character would take any amount of damage. So not yet. So he's attacking me. Oh, wait, hold on. End of your turn. I have to flip 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. And you get 2 more threat on you. So you have 4 threat. But Wolverine rarely flips. So that shouldn't be a major effect until he gets a card that says put all the threat on. All right. So now he's attacking me for 1, 2. Place 1 threat on each character I control. That's fine. So he's going to hit me for 1, 2, 3, which is perfect. I'll use my helmet, Force Field Projection. I will prevent 3 damage. And since I paid for this with a wild, I deal 3 damage back to him. So end result is he takes 3 damage.
Nice.
All right. Then he's attacking you.
You're always pretty deadly when we have to defend. At least in our games.
Was that Shadow Cat game that was just ridiculous?
No, you
I feel like
played
that was...
Captain America that one morning
Oh, right.
and
That's
did
right.
like all of the damage.
That was a fun deck.
I'm just gonna take it.
All right, put this card into play. It is a fetch quest. Have you seen this one?
I've seen it, but it was before my vacation, so I don't.
So it's gonna have 12 threat on it, but it does nothing. But if we clear it, we can all go get any card and put it into play for free.
Lord.
So I think he'll be dead before we have to deal with that. He's hitting you for 2, by the way.
All right. Oh man, that's gonna be a wash.
But we do have the Overwatch, so
now because he hits for 1 plus the 1 bonus, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Oops. Flip the card. I get a supporting actor. After he activates against you, place 2 threat here. So he's just going to come into play. And you get Major Domo. So after he attacks, discard cards from your counter deck equal to the amount of damage dealt by the attack. We spend 1 of each resource and we get rid of this card. So he now has +1 to each of his stats.
How much does he have left?
He has 12 health left.
So 8 and 3 is 11. Oh, that's not even worth it, is it? All right, so I heal 2. And then I will use Lunging Strike immediately.
Okay.
And so that's 8 damage.
You going right after him?
Yeah.
All right. He's at 4. What's your health at?
6.
Too bad.
Yeah. So this is unfortunate because I have another Lunging Strike, but I don't want to do it for 4, and I can only hit for 3.
So you want to hold it till my turn?
Yeah. I'm 1 hit point shy.
Actually, I can't flip him. I don't have any damage.
Now, and we don't have any cards for thwarting, right? Or we have no schemes that we can pop or get rid of.
No, that one's got 12 on it.
Yeah.
I can do 3 roughly twice.
I've got Heroic Intuition that I could pay for, and then I would be able to thwart for 3. And then I also have Track by Scent. Oh, I guess I have this one. After your hero makes a basic thwart, deal damage to an enemy equal to your hero's thwart.
Yeah, but your thwart's going to be 3 if you did Heroic Intuition.
Yeah, but then I can't do Lunging Strike.
Yeah.
Actually,
you could play the Heroic Intuition to get that on the table, and then hold the Lunging Strike. I mean, honestly, you could play the Lunging Strike to deal 4 damage, or hold it for next turn, and after I attack him, then you could play the Lunging Strike.
So I could use Track by Scent and X Mansion to play Brains over Brawn, which would allow me to make a basic thwart and then deal damage to him equal to my thwart. Oh, wait. No, that doesn't do anything either.
Oh, the other thing you could do is you could Lunging Strike through my supporting actor.
Oh,
and then bring him down to 2.
I like that one better. All right. I'm going to use Brains over Brawn, Tracking Scent, and X Mansion to play Lunging. Wait.
I think the first one would have had to go here, right?
Yeah. So let's do that.
So the first one you played would have dealt 6 and 2. And then this next one would deal 8 directly to him, which would bring him down from 12 to 2, right?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
That sounds great. And then I can use Wolverine to attack for 3.
Starts with threat.
If you're ready to get him to the next scheme, or I'm sorry, not scheme, get him to the next stage.
Yeah, if you want to flip him, that's fine.
All right, so I'll attack him for the 3 then, and
All right. I mean, I think I'm going to flip down and he'll scheme for a little more, but he's going down quick. He's at 36. When revealed, place 2 threat on each friendly character. Oh, I didn't know that. So you go to 6 and I go to 3, but I will just remove a bunch of threat. All right. Is that me?
yep.
All right. I will play light speed flight and remove 3 threat. Connection to the world mine.
We still have Overwatch on there too.
Yeah, I mean, until we know we can get rid of the fetch quest, it seems like we can just leave it there, right?
Yeah.
I will thwart for 1, which readies my helmet. And then I'm going to use... Oh, man, I guess I'm just going to go damage. I'm going to get rid of Unleash the Nova Force and use my helmet and play Jesse Alexander. Then I'm going to flip down, put the 3 threat on here, and I'm going to use Jesse Alexander to shuffle a copy of Connection to the World Mine into my deck and then draw a card.
I think I will hold on to Heroic Intuition.
Draw a giant into the fray. Am I going to even need it, though? I might just pitch that because I can't deal damage to him. All right. Draw back up, +1 hand size. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ah, man, I still didn't draw my damage cards. Rough. Oh, I drew one here, and I guess I could use Miss Marvel to go get it, so it's not too bad. All right. Ready?
Yeah, did not get the cards I was looking for.
2 threat here to go to 19. Oh, at the end of your turn, did I flip cards? I don't think I did, right? 1, 2, 3. So you got 3 more threat on you. You really can't flip down.
Man, if only I had the what was that one card that every time I get attacked, I get to draw a card?
Yeah. All right, he is attacking you now for 2 +1 on a boost, so it's essentially 3. What is your health at?
It's 6.
And you taking it?
Yeah, I'll take it.
All right. Plus, discard a card from your hand of your choice.
I'll get rid of Overwatch. It's not gonna do us any good right now.
Okay. So he attacks you. What does this trigger? After he attacks, discard cards from your counter deck equal to the amount of damage dealt. So he dealt 3 damage. Sorry, I don't know if I said that. So we discard 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. Then he's going to scheme against me for 3 +1 is 4, 5, 6. So this is going to go to 25. That's only half, though, so we're okay. This goes here. So when this goes, we've flipped this over at the start of step 3. We're going to choose a side set. So not yet. Trying to read the cards, make sure I get it right. It's amazing. You can still make mistakes reading all the cards.
I mean,
oh, and it probably should have been a 4th card once you flipped him. So then I think this would trigger. All right. So then you should have flipped this card as well, which means you'd have 1 more threat. So then there would be no cards left. This would accelerate. And then we pick one of these side ones. So go ahead and roll a die. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
4.
All right, we're getting Mojo in the middle. So then
Row.
Reveal its show environment, which means this one gets discarded. Shuffle the rest of that modular set and place it on top and deal the first player 2 face down encounter cards. All right, here we go. We're getting a lot of obligations. Your ally limit is reduced by 2. So I guess you might want these cards if you have them. Your text box of each support you control is blank. Insight 3. And when you look up a rule, you're confused. The Odd Couple, Family Matters, and Watch Me Play. I'm going to increase the cost to play each of your upgrades by 2. Growing Pains.
Crime. Son of a gun. Well, I found crime.
All right. I will exhaust Jesse Alexander and shuffle. I don't have a World Mine, and then draw a card. Other honed technique. So I'm not playing any upgrades. I will flip to this side and play Locust. And I can add an aggression event to my hand, which is probably Dive Bomb, although my pitchbacks are 1 for 5, right? Do I have a pot shot? I don't.
You said watch me play.
You have
the
Watch
Odd
Me
Couple.
Play, Family Matters, and The Odd Couple.
Come on, Laura. I can't believe you're doing this to me. So in other words, X-Jet's useless now.
Yep. You're not too bad. If you don't look up a rule, is the X-Jet your only support? Or your claws of support? They're an upgrade, right?
Yeah, but I thought they said that I was actually reading the rules like on the back of the sheet, and I don't think you can clear out the clause.
What do you mean? This card doesn't affect your claws, so you're good.
Yeah, I thought that's what you were asking.
And your ally limit is lowered, but I don't think you have an ally.
I don't have any.
So these aren't actually affecting you, other than you lose the X-Jet, which isn't too bad.
We said I took 3 damage, right?
Yep.
All right, so I'm at 5
Oh yeah,
now.
you got to heal back up. Yep. All right, so I can drop Miss Marvel, which I guess is my best play here. And then I will attack him for 1. He goes to 35. Oh, each obligation gains an acceleration. That's hilarious. This makes my upgrades cost more. Which I actually wonder if I got rid of that, if I would have been able to do it. I could have. So I'll actually, before I flip up, I'll discard my Fluid Motion, which discards this Growing Pains, because I have more in my discard pile than in play. And then I get to draw a card off of this. And it's Brawn. All right, so then I used... Did I use those cards? I attacked, which readies my Supernova helmet. So then I will play Pitchback, which is going to deal 5. So he's down to 30.
Only 30.
And then I will use Brawn after I use my helmet. And then I will use Brawn to play Pitchback. And I don't have a wild resource there. And that'll deal another 5 to bring him to 25. The Locust can hit him for 1. That's 24. I guess maybe somewhere in there I could have played Miss Marvel. Or I can use this to get rid of 3 threat. But I could also just deal damage to him. So I think I'll just wait and see what you're going to do there. I should be flipped up. Hey.
So we know that I'm not flipping over, right? Like that's the plan.
That's fine. Yeah, I mean 24 damage, so he's definitely dead next turn.
If I can not get a crappy hand like this one. All right. So I think I'm gonna get rid of. I don't know. I definitely want to use.
I can block for you with the locust, so you're set there.
Well, I was thinking about using regenerative healing, so that would give me another 4 hit points.
Yeah, that's fine too.
So I'll do that, and so now I'm at 9 health. And so, I mean, I could take off 3 if I use track by scent, or I can give you heroic intuition. It just feels like we're at the end of the game now.
No, the track by scent is better.
Yeah. All right. Let's do that. So we'll remove 3 threat.
Okay. Goes back down to 25.
Awesome.
End of my turn. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 1 Mojo card, so I get 3 on me.
And I mean, you see the numbers better than I can, so I don't know if
Maurice, my dirty secret here is that I haven't played Nova since Con of Heroes. So he's definitely dealing a lot of damage here. This is at 25. The issue is that it's going to go up. We've got 1, 2, 3, so it's going to go up to 30. But I mean, it can go to 50, and he's attacking us, so I don't think it's a major concern.
Well, let's hit him for 3 then.
Okay. So 21. I mean, yeah, that becomes the question. Do I pitch all these, which I think I will, just to get rid of 3 threat and try to draw some events? So I will take an action on your turn and get rid of 3. I like Miss Marvel. I want to use her to recur an event, but I'm hoping we're just going to be able to do 21 damage combined next turn. Good?
Yeah, I was just reading the Mojo in the middle.
Now we only get a 5-card hand size.
Yeah. Oh, energy. Strength.
+1.
Circus Fury.
There we go. That's going to be 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I have 8 damage unless an enemy comes out.
I've got Berserker Barrage.
Okay, so that's 4.
That would be 4, and if I can kill him,
it's
then
just a 15.
Yeah.
Well, if you kill him, we win.
Well, I meant if I kill if I kill whatever minion you have, then I can take 2 more damage and then hit for 4 again.
Right. So we might be a little short on damage. We'll have to see.
I've got one way or another too. Which would allow me to draw 3 more cards.
Yeah, no, one way or another would be great. That's perfect. Yeah. Yeah, we need you to get a lunging strike or a slice and dice, and that'll probably finish it off.
Well, and I've got
it is okay if Maurice says it's okay that I haven't played. Sorry, I'm interrupting you.
That's all right.
It's okay that I haven't played them all. There's so much content. Yeah, I mean, that's what it is. I don't remember particularly coming back from Con of Heroes and excited to do other things, and other people were playing Nova is also part of that. And I don't know why. I just missed them, and I didn't find all that. What I was trying to play at Con of Heroes, I remember, was a recur Miss Marvel deck. So I was playing Get Ready on Miss Marvel and then healing her with first aids and just using her ability to keep getting cards back, which now that she doesn't have to take a damage, it just says deal damage to her, I think. I don't remember which one works. I always get confused. So, but that seemed pretty strong. If I could just keep her out and keep playing Get Ready and then use her to get back events and just do a big cycle of events, I thought that'd be fun. So, all right, here we go. We're adding 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 threat to the main scheme. So this is going to go, I'm out of 3s and 5s. So this is at 22 plus 6 is 28. So we're still pretty good on that front. I didn't draw for you. Let's see. You got 1 Mojo card, so we're putting 3 more threat on you. So if you flip, we lose pretty quick. Then he is attacking me. I didn't save my force field projection, so I guess I'm just going to take the hit. So he's going to hit me for 2, 3, 4. I go to 6. And then because of this, 1, 2, 3, 4 cards are gone. And then he's attacking you. What is your health at?
It's at 9. I'm just going to take it.
Oh, you healed. Okay. I could have used Locust, but it's not a big deal. All right. So he's attacking you for 1, 2, and we reveal this card. Move all threat from the character with the most threat on it to the main scheme. So there it is. So what was this at? No. This is at, gosh, this is a mess. I left my dice downstairs too. 23, 8 plus another 9. So it's 32 and 5 is 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42. Read that 42 or 43. Oh, I did find another 5 here, so that'll help. Sorry for everybody at home. This isn't super useful. If I was smart, I would just use a dial, right? So 25 and 9 is 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42.
Steve
so
just
8
said
more
that
threat.
If I died, then the threat moves there too. But I feel like that feels like a moot point now.
Yeah. 42. And then you're taking 2 damage, right? He hits you for 2.
Cool.
And then I got to discard 2 cards off the top of the deck. All right. And then we get these. I think we're good. Clear discards. We have the Overwatch there. All right. Hey, I got long shot. Plus an advance. Oh, no. 3, 4. There's no accelerations. 5. Place 1 threat on each character I control. Okay. So that's 5. So it's going to go to 47. So if you have an advance, we're done. You have Weight of the World. Oh, no. I cannot ready. All right. We can get through that. All right. You are first. We're looking at trying to deal 21 damage. I've got 4, 6, 10. I got 12. You got 9?
I would have 4 and 3, but I also have one way or another. So I think I'm gonna play that.
All right. I don't know if there's any cards left. There are no side schemes.
Oh, well. That's a bummer. I mean, I guess I play energy to play. Is it worth doing that to play Berserker Barrage for 4 damage? Also heal for 2.
It's really just a matter of finding the damage we need. I don't know where it is. Because otherwise we just have to go thwart Appy, right?
Yeah, so I can
Stay
deal
alive another turn.
4 damage. And then I guess thwart for 2. I don't know if that's gonna.
What other cards do you have in your hand?
So I had.
Did you have a Berserker Frenzy out?
I just put it out. I used strength to play that. I had 2 double resource cards.
Got it. And you're just playing the Berserker Barrage without taking the damage, right?
Yeah.
All right, so that deals 4. And then you're gonna thwart for 2. If you hit him for 3, I have to find 14 damage. So let me see what I have. If I use these 2, I play Warrior Skill, right? So then I can add 2. I might actually have it. So then my no quarter is going to deal 6 damage plus 1 is 7. That would bring him to 7. Then I'll attack him for 2. That would bring him to 5.
And then Locust and Long Shot, right?
Yeah. And this, right, brings him to 1. That's so rude. Supernova helmet cannot ready. Is that really true? If you attacked him for 3, he'd be at 14. 3, and then I could attack for 5. Total would bring him to 9, and then my no quarter can hit him for 8. Oh, my goodness. All right. So we don't have the damage. So yeah, I guess remove threat. And then we just got to stay up and stay alive, right?
Yeah. Well, I'm at 9 health, so I think
All
I
right.
can do it.
So you clear 2 threat. Problem is this thing's going to go 2. So we're going to get the next obligation set. But all right. So then I use these 2. So now am I not dealing damage? Now it's weird, right? So I think I don't worry about this warrior skill.
No, I don't think there's a minion, Steve. I'm pretty sure there's not.
Yeah, no minions in play. So Supernova helmet plays the light speed flight, clears 3 threat. That brings it to 42. Then I can use these 2, Audacity and Follow Through, to play no quarter. And that will deal 4, 5, 6, and Audacity deals 1. So he's going to go to 10. And then I can thwart for 1, and long shot can thwart for 2, and that brings us down to 39.
That's 1, 2, 3, 4.
And I'll
5.
discard my warrior skill. I'll hold my 2 connection to the world mine. Although, is that going to put me through my deck? So I probably actually don't want to do that because I don't want to deck out. That's just more chaos, right? All right. Well, now I have a dive bomb. And a pot shot. That's all, and pitch back. And another no quarter. There's all the damage. So we just got to survive here. Let's see how that goes.
My skeleton, Power Justice, Crisis Averted, Forge, and Genius. So
all right. So he's adding. Oh, wait. And we didn't flip after our turns. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you are getting 1 threat on you. And then for me, he discards just 1 card and I get 1 threat. And then this will accelerate. And then we flip this because we're going to put the last wheel into play. Yeah,
Right.
warrior skills +1. So what would have happened, Steve, is I would have attacked here. Is it when anybody attacks? That would be the only difference with warrior skill, would be if it says when anybody attacks, when your hero attacks. So I would have gotten +1 on no quarter and +1 on my attack, plus all these attacks would have brought him down to 1 exactly. So I didn't play it because it just wasn't going to get us. Now we have all the damage in the world. We're just trying to survive. All right, so he's now going to add. We did the acceleration. This flips over, or did I flip it already? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this goes to 46.
Oh, good Lord.
How you feeling over there, Nick?
Yeah, this is going to be fun.
All right. And then this is before step 3, at the start of step 3. So this is step 1. He's going to attack us. So he's attacking you.
I'll take it.
You can take it right to the face.
I'm at 9, so I'm good.
All right. 2 + 2 is 4.
Shadows.
He discards 4 cards. Yeah, no advances is what I'm hoping to. I'm going to defend because I'm at 6. He's going to attack for 2 plus reveal this card, move all the threat from the person with the most, and we lose.
Woo!
Good
Good game.
That was funny. If we just, it's like 2 of us are just high octane damage, and then the turn where we needed to deal 21 damage, which was nothing, we just didn't draw it.
Yeah, I must be bad at making these decks or something.
Do you have a slice and dice in your hand now?
No. But if I got, oh wait, I got attack. So Berserker's Barrage.
Yeah. I mean, we had the damage easy. It was just a matter of we needed something that didn't take us down. So it's interesting. Had I thought and then blocked, no, that card still would have triggered. Well, we had the damage because I have a dive bomb. I have a no quarter and a pitchback and a pot shot. I mean,
well, and then my skeleton, right?
But the other trick here is that I didn't know. So I looked through the sets, and he can have anywhere from 5 minions. Or hold on, there's 2 zeros, a 2, a 3, a 4, and a 5. So he can have anywhere from, and there's 2 in his deck, 2 to 15 minions or something like that. I don't think I quite have the math right. Maybe it's 11 minions or 12. So I was like, well, he'll probably have a decent number of minions. He had 7, but we just never really saw them. We killed the dragon early. Helmet can't ready. Thank you. I knew I was doing something wrong. Didn't need it for defending. So
this feels like most of my games though, where it's like I just got to make it through this one thing, and
well, we didn't really do threat control, and we went all damage, and then we didn't draw the damage we needed, and we were left kind of desperately. Like, I guess I could have thwarted for one here, but then the one would have gone on. So, and I didn't put Miss Marvel down, who could have recurred. Like, if I was playing more of a build, I would have put her down, and then I could have recurred those events to remove even more threat, you know?
Yeah.
Which was probably the safe thing to do, given that we weren't going to have the damage.
And
but he's interesting. He's an interesting clock because you don't really know what the clock is. And it's, this card obviously was rough, but it is what it is. We knew we were golden unless that came out,
Yeah, I think, sitcom really was what I think destroyed us, though.
I don't think so, because what did it do? It just kept you from having that one resource that you didn't end up needing.
It put how much? 5 threat on each at the beginning of each round, right?
Oh, yeah. I see what you're saying. This one was the one that was hurting us.
Yeah. So
that's true. If we got through that, then it was going to swap that out, huh?
Yep.
And then we would have had the everything gains overkill, and we deal +1 damage, which didn't really matter, but we would have these outlaws quick striking us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, suddenly we were adding extra threat every turn.
Yeah.
I don't know. To me, it's a fun clock. Like, we lost to the clock, but it didn't feel like, my gosh, we couldn't predict 1,000 surge. This is the card that killed us when it moved 13 threat from your character over here.
Yeah, that too. But I think we talked about this when we played Mutant Genesis, I think with Maurice, and I think this is the same kind of thing where you can try your best to try to plan for what's going on, but at the end of the day, especially when we played it the way we did, you just couldn't.
Yeah.
And I think that's something pretty fun. You're trying to build a deck that you don't know exactly where it's gonna go. Like you said, it's anywhere from 2 minions to 15. And
right. Yeah, that's a great point. And who would have thought between Wolverine and, I'm not necessarily Nova, but just a hone technique event-based aggression hero, you wouldn't have 21 damage.
Yeah. Well,
like,
I could have built my deck a little better.
No, it's not on you. Like, just the odds that we would be able to deal 20 damage didn't seem that difficult, and we didn't draw it. Like, both of us drew hands that just didn't have the damage. I drew 1 no quarter, and that was it. And I even got long shot given to me for 2 more. So yeah, I think maybe I probably could have, like, with the speed we needed, probably like the warrior skill could have just been another attack event. You know what I mean? If I had clobbers or something, the clobbers would just be dealing 4 damage and coming back to me.
Yeah. And it probably would have been
better.
Nice if I got that.
If I was playing expert, I think a little bit of this would work better, building up and controlling a lot more threat, because that's the one thing you can do on him is you can push that threat way down.
Yeah.
Like, you can bring it all the way down to 0 and then be like, cool, we'll both flip, and then we'll flip up and get a bunch of threat on us and remove it all. And you really can, like, generally control it pretty well from flipping.
But you don't want to do that when someone's got 15 threat on them.
Yeah, well, and Wolverine's weird. He doesn't function well by flipping.
Yeah.
He functions well by staying in hero form. You know, like the cabin is the only thing he has for flipping. And it's only like, hey, my deck's about to run out. I want to shuffle Lunging Strike back in, you know?
Yeah. That's probably the only thing I could think of that would have helped us, is if I did play that. I didn't have Weapon X in my deck either. So I know that that's something that.
Yeah, but it doesn't work well with him. So I played Wolverine. I did this when I wasn't feeling well over the Thanksgiving break, and I did Wolverine Justice against Expert Thanos.
How'd you do?
It fared very well. I chump blocked all the time, so I could take damage, right? So you take, because he doesn't, that's the weird thing about Wolverine. He doesn't actually want to take damage to his face.
Yeah.
So if anything, you block depending on, because if arguably turn 1, you come up, you play a Lunging Strike, you go to 7, and then you don't block, and let's just say the boss hits you for 4, you're at 3, and then they draw Assault, and you defend, and they flip a 3 boost, you're dead.
Yeah. That sounds very familiar.
No, I guess, then you'd still be dead. So he really wants that thing's jump block so he can heal off of what he used to play his attack events, right?
Yeah, except for that one card. Berserker Frenzy. Yeah, no, certainly. And what really makes sense with that card to me is once he has Adamantium Skeleton and Endurance out and has 17 health, then he can take those hits. Or what you want to do is get hit by minions. Yeah.
Or in protection, mitigate all that damage so that he only takes 1 damage from villain attacks. You know?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you can certainly take 2 or 3 damage, but if you get attacked twice, it's tough. Anyway, Thanos hits for 8 at times, so he can't take that punch. So I was chump blocking a whole bunch, and then, just controlling threat. But it was great. I just stayed in hero form the whole game. It never made sense to flip down because, like you said, once I had Berserker Frenzy and an enemy comes out, I just have a 6-card hand size anyway. So by flipping down, I lose the Berserker Frenzy.
Probably go this way.
But yeah, he did great against Thanos. Like, he was very, very strong. But there were times I definitely had 3 health. And it could have been an issue, to get attacked again or whatever. But typically I had 2 or 3 allies out, so I could just jump with them in an emergency. And he never drew overkill when I was low. When he drew the big overkill attack on Thanos, I usually had like 14 health, and I just let him hit me.
Yeah. I think, especially with Cyclops, I'm very good at always having just 5 hit points. That must be my special number. I always have 5 hit points on everybody.
Yeah, which is a tough call, right? If a villain's hitting you for 2, are you going to risk the 3 boost, Yeah.
But
and where you go from there. Nice. Well, it was super close and fun. I don't know. I like these ones because even though you kind of lose in that time frame, your timer, and you're playing right to it. You can see the threat going up. And it's really because we reshuffled. Ironically, we didn't put these cards on top, which would have helped us.
Yeah, no, that would have been great.
Because these would have been better boosts to take.
Yeah, way easier.
These cards would have just dealt us damage.
I mean, again, I had
the card shark. What does this bounty one do? I never remember what this does. If you cannot, it surges. So that doesn't do anything. This one would have stunk. A game of cards. But even still, we draw cards, and then we would discard upgrades and supports. At that point, you'd lose your supports that weren't doing anything. So yeah,
I really drew one of the cards. Supports though because of Family Matters or Odd Couple. Family Matters. Yeah. One of them made me lose all of my support cards anyway, so that wouldn't have done anything.
Yeah, I guess something like Past Demons could have stunned you or something, but you could just exhaust and then play your event, right?
Yeah.
All right. Well, it was fun.
Oh yeah, that was always fun. I always learned something new, and I definitely played Mojo wrong. I think we just shuffled all of those cards into his deck when we played.
I was actually doing that till somebody corrected me, or one of the ones I was playing. I read it and realized that when I played it, they were like, "Oh, you put those on top," and I was like, "Oh, right, you got to put them on top." So,
Yeah,
which is fun, right? Because you know kind of the cards you're getting. You're kind of predicting what could be the next thing you get.
yeah.
Maybe long shot was the thing that killed us. Maybe if he wasn't in the deck, it would have cycled through early enough that we wouldn't have. No, I'm just we would have been one card off.
No, I don't think so because we ran out during the turn, right? I don't know.
It's interesting too because like Overwatch came out. I wonder. I'd have to think about the mods that you can get and how useful Overwatch is here. Because if we got crime with all the side schemes, you can't remove threat. Oh no, you can remove threat. There's the one that you have to remove threat from it first. So then Overwatch wouldn't have been good. But like you said, it's hard. You're building a deck and then you're seeing what you get for Mojo side schemes. And now you're like, oh no, we don't have a lot of minions. So suddenly I can't do no quarter and punch through it. You know what I mean?
No,
Or maybe if we left the supporting actor there, he was building up threat, but then I could have no quartered through him to draw more cards. That might have been a better system, right? Like I want that minion there so that I could draw a whole bunch of cards on a turn.
well,
Saying we killed the dragon and maybe we could have just had the dragon hitting us and not wasted 20 damage on him. So that's a good point. We did 20 more damage to the dragon.
And well, you did that in one round though, too.
I did. Yeah.
Like I don't think I helped at all. Like it was something you
no,
knocked
it was
him
like
out.
the dive bomb and the force field. Yeah. The pitch back and maybe a pot shot.
Yeah. So I mean, that's definitely another option. But then you would have him sitting there attacking me, and as you said, Wolverine doesn't like being attacked. So
yeah, it's easy to say what if now, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, again, that is interesting. I actually wonder if had we not killed the dragon and that 20 damage just went on Mojo.
Yeah.
That would have been a whole round earlier. We could have got him down, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the trick with the rush is then, okay, what does the dragon do to you? Like you said, I don't think dragon's villainous though. Oh, the thing I did miss is he has retaliate.
Ooh.
And I didn't take those retaliate, so I should have had 3 more. But I only ever got hit once, so
okay.
I don't think it was a big deal, but I did miss it. It's so funny how easy it is to miss things, and then when you get on camera or stream or playing with people, you know, over this, it's even easier. Double the amount of damage he takes from cards with a printed lightning resource. Hold on. No, dive bomb is a punch. I was like, can you imagine if dive bomb? Pot shot was though, so he should have taken more damage from that. So I could have just played pot shot. Yeah, that's interesting. Anyway.
Ooh, slice and dice is a lightning resource.
So that would have been rough. Yeah, you could take 12 from that, right?
Yeah. Well.
Cool. Does anybody have questions before we go eat our respective dinners? Seemed like we got a decent number of people joining us at this time. I've been a little slower with content, but my wife and I are going to start filming Frosthaven, so that's exciting. We'll put those up when we get back from PAX Unplugged.
I'm not going to mention what game it was, but on that unboxing video, you recommended something, and I did get it for my wife for Christmas.
The Frosthaven one?
Yeah.
Excellent. I remember talking to you, but I don't actually remember what game, so you can say it once we turn off the stream.
Yeah, okay. No, I think this is going to be the Christmas that upsets everybody because I basically just got everybody games that I wanted to play.
Wait, did you take all the games that you won and then just wrap them for everybody?
No. They're actually behind me right now.
Do you remember that stack that you won?
Half of them are behind me right now, behind this little curtain right here.
We had a 24-hour event and we did a giveaway and Nick entered many times. The money went to the Connecticut Children's Hospital, so totally worth it. But man, they called your name every other. There was a couple people that were every other.
Well, I think there was one that you could see like they put money into it. And
sure.
I remember my brother-in-law showed up with me and he gave me $10 and he put $10 in. And I think he walked away with like 5 games. And I don't need to get into too much of it, but we had a daughter that ended up going to the Hartford hospital.
Oh, okay.
And so my wife, it's a sympathetic cause for us, right? I mean,
Definitely. Yeah.
and so my wife was like, you should just put $10 more in, or I'm sorry, $20 more. So we did that, and we walked away with all these different games. Unfortunately, 2 of them were expansions for games that we don't own. And that was one of the things I was hoping to avoid. But I mean, it's again, now I just have to go and grab another game. I'm darn.
There you go. Yeah, no, we're the same. Both our daughters actually had seizures and had to go there. One much scarier than the other. One was a very quick seizure. The other was 42 minutes. She seized for.
And I don't know anything
fine,
about.
So
I don't know
that
anything
was
about that. But
that was scary. That was the middle of the night. So, and my sister used to work there too. So it's definitely a cause that I always appreciate as well. So
yeah,
there's that. Cool. All right. Well, if people are looking for me, I don't think I'll be doing any more live streams before PAX Unplugged. If you happen to be going to Philadelphia, I will be there Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. If you're looking for me and you want to guarantee to find me from 1 to 3 o'clock on Saturday, I will be at the Dice Tower booth working. So you can find me at the Dice Tower booth. Other than that, you'll probably find me in the first look section, trying to play some of the newer games that came over from Essen. So that's where I will be. And just walking the dealer hall, probably, by the Cephalofair booth too, talking to everybody there about Frosthaven and all the excitement around that. So those will be places people can find me. And like I said, we'll have some Frosthaven videos going up next week. So that'll be news to the channel. Actually, I think I might be streaming with Brian. I think we're doing Spiral tomorrow night, Brian and Steve and I. So we got to get through our campaign. We did Mojo, or we did Magog like 2 weeks ago now, and then all this Thanksgiving and me getting sick and all this, and we couldn't do it. So we'll do Spiral, then we'll do Mojo, then we'll get a game together at the store, and then we'll get a game with Brian as well. We'll try to do all those. Maybe throughout the month of December. It might go into January, but we'll get those. So I'll keep the Marvel Champions games coming as well. But as I see some of the new ones, I just got 2 new games in today. 1815 Scum of the Earth from All or Nothing Games. So I'll be doing a live stream of that when I get back from PAX. And I got Mosaic in, which is a gigantic board. So I don't know how I'm going to do a stream of that, but if I can get Kathy to do that with me, I will do it. Otherwise, I will get a game of it from the portal where I can hopefully zoom out the camera and get a bigger table to show that off, or I'll do it in a different format. So that's all the new things from the channel. Spartan, remind them once again where they can find your channel, CN Spartan.
So it's CN Spartan on YouTube, and tomorrow I'm actually doing a unboxing of Heroes of Arcadia.
Nice.
It will be my first live stream, so I'm excited about that. Awesome. But yeah, I try to release like 2 videos a week, normally champions, but I might start branching out to some other things so I can learn games that have been on my wall of shame.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much for joining me.
It was fun.
And we'll do this in person, I promise.
I will bring the ugly sweater, even if it's in January.
I don't think that I actually don't even feel that sick today, but I was just trying to rest because as soon as I felt better, I went 1,000 places. I brought my daughter. There's an arcade. A guy made an arcade in town. And so we went down there, and it's really cool. Like old school arcade.
Where is that?
It's in East Hampton. Yeah.
East Hampton. Okay. I'll have to look it up.
Pretty sweet. So there is that. All right. Thanks everybody for watching. Until next time, I'm the Brandt. This is
CN Spartan.
Nope. He's over here. Until then, we hope you step into the portal. Bye, everybody. Have a good evening.